everyone, my name is Caitlin and today we're going to be taking a video tour of the National Building Museum. This is one of my favorite buildings in DC because it celebrates people in the built environment, construction, and architecture. Let's take a look, shall we? Hello everyone, we are now on the first floor of the National Building Museum. Behind me there's a picture of Abraham Lincoln and you're probably wondering why is this here? He's here because he appointed the Quartermaster General Montgomery Mines to design this building. Behind me you can see the Grand Hall, and these are some of the world's largest Corinthian columns, standing at 75 feet tall, 8 inches in diameter, and 25 feet in circumference. These were built of 70,000 bricks and painted in 1895 to have this marble effect. Then in the year 2000 they were remarbleized to create that original pattern. And within this great hall that we have behind me, you can see that the building's height is 159 feet tall at its tallest point, but this entire hall is 116 by 316 feet. And it was also used in 1885 originally for these grand balls up until 2017. Right now, downstairs is actually closed below for an event that they're holding on tonight. On the second floor that we're on, these columns are not load-bearing, they're actually hollow, and these are some ionic columns. But if you give them a listen, you can see that there's nothing inside. We are now in the Mission Commissioner Suite. Again, this building was designed by Montgomery Mines, and in this room you can see the beautifully detailed painted ceiling. And now if you all will follow me into the Pension Commissioner Suite's second room, we can see the original fireplace. This one here is original to the building, and it was very useful during the freeze. We are now in the third and final room of the Pension Commissioner Suite, and as you can see, this room is used as an office, and back here we can see that there's a door which was originally hidden behind a secret bookcase, and this room contained a vault which contained 27 safes. Hi everyone, we're now in the House and Home exhibit. In the previous module we were discussing the difference between a house lived environment and a physical building structure. And within the modules I was able to see a lot of your responses discussing how a home is different once you leave and how usually we don't get places of that experience back. And so just interesting to see how the National Building Museum also has those same feelings, and this exhibit is able to explore the concept and share with the rest of the community. Alright, we are now inside of one of the exhibits within the National Building Museum. Within this room behind me, you'll see that we have some work of an artist named Guillermo Televisión. And these works, you can come in and see that there are a lot of different paintings or sketches and collages of his work. And here to the right, you can see different types of illustrations he did for his book. And these are very historical and architectural drawings. And if we look up to the ceiling, you can see that he has some thoughts that spiraled in his mind as he was designing this book and doing the illustrations. And I think this is very relatable as an architecture student. Sometimes we wonder why it's taking us so long to complete the goals that we have in our mind, and why it's taking so long to meet these deadlines. And so when I came into this room, this is some of the thoughts that I went through. Should I double check that due date? Shouldn't this be easier by now? I'm gonna need more paper. Didn't I already make this sketch? And so I feel like this room is very reminiscent of all the things that we do within our studios and within our classes as well. And so behind me, this really stood out to me because our class is about world making and how we perceive the world around us and creating this vision. It's really beautiful to see how this author and illustrator looked around Rome and how he had his lived experience within it. And so we can see that though a lot of these sketches are not on historical record, they exist now because he created them and published them within his book, Rome Antics. And so it's just really lovely to see how he created his own map of illustrations, and that's something that we're going to be doing and that we have done in this class. So, what is the story of the National Building Museum? Originally, this place was designed around the Civil War as a place to write pensions, and now it is used as a gathering hall for events and also to record history in aspects such as urbanism, architecture, and the built environment. And within my tour today, I did see a lot of children running around, and it's interesting to see how this place often keeps history alive while also fostering the relationships within the community and greater environment today. Whoa, I didn't see you there. Still doing that tour, huh? Anyway, let's get back to it. So here we are in the gift shop. We are at the end of our tour. Some lasting thoughts that I have today are the thought of world making and how places like this preserve those ideas and histories that would not otherwise exist. And so when we're designing our maps of the lived experience, these are some takeaways I'll take with me. And thank you so much for joining me on my tour. Well mastered, not protocol. This isn't the Hunger Games. National. Oh, actually, I already said hi earlier. Why am I saying hi again? Hi. Mics. Let me do that over. We're still doing the tour? Anyway.